Hey guys, I'm Michelle with Next Chapter Counseling. This video today is the first video in a three-part series that I'm making all about dating. So basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over some points that I recommend you think about to help you determine the best way of dating for you. Basically, there's two main options in today's world, which is dating online through apps, whatever it is, just getting to know somebody virtually. And then there's dating in real life. And so I'm going to go over some points today to help you determine which path might be better for you, especially if you've tried one and you haven't had it work so well. This may help you get some clarity on if you want to keep trying on that path or if you want to switch gears. Next week, I'm going to make a video about online dating. So if after today you realize, yeah, online dating is really what I want to try or what I want to keep on doing, next week I'm going to talk about how to make that work better for you. And then the final video I'm going to make is going to address dating in real life if that's the route that you want to go, and how to hopefully have that be effective for you. So that's how the next few videos are going to go. So starting off today, like I said, I'm going to talk about three main points, three things that I recommend you think about when it comes to things that you have a preference about with dating to help you decide which dating avenue may work best for you. So the first thing that I encourage you to think about is, how much time do you want to devote to dating? I think there's a misconception out there that if you don't have a lot of time to devote to dating, that means you want to date online, because dating online is something that you can do whenever you have a few minutes. You know, you can go on the app, you can send a message to someone. Oh, it doesn't take much time. Dating in real life is much more time intensive because you have to leave the house and go out and meet people. But really, I think it's actually the opposite. If you want to date online, you get out of it what you put into it. So the more time and effort you put in, the more likely you are to be successful. It does take a lot of time because you're wading through a lot of information. There's a lot of available people out there. And if you're genuinely wanting to find a good match, you want to do a little bit of digging, like actually reading someone's profile to make sure they're going to be a good fit for you. So it takes more time than people think it does to do online dating. If you're dating in real life, for example, you can just decide to go about your day-to-day life, and then Friday evening, maybe you go to a dating event for like 3 hours, and then you come home. And that's all you did all week to devote to dating. But if you're dating online, you got to stay engaged with it for it to work. It's not going to work very well if someone sends you a message and it takes you like 4 days to get back to them. It's something that I really recommend you put time into every single day to stay on top of it. So I encourage you to think about this for yourself and decide if that's something you're willing to do and if that's something you're able to do with your lifestyle and your schedule. How much of your life, I guess you could say, do you want dating to take up? Some people really want to compartmentalize dating. Again, they want to go through their normal life and then only worry about dating, once a week. But if you are the type of person that, again, like, you're able and willing to kind of fit it in wherever, and you're okay with it being more of an active presence in your life, then online dating may be a good fit for you because it requires that a little bit by nature. So that's the first thing I recommend you think about. The second thing is thinking about how you prefer to communicate. Do you prefer to communicate in writing? Do you prefer to communicate face-to-face or verbally? Now, a lot of people today prefer to communicate in writing. That's why texting is, I guess, probably the primary way that we communicate. I don't have data to back that up, but like, pretty much everybody texts nowadays. It's the way that we get in touch with people more often than any other forum is through texting. So people are pretty comfortable communicating in writing these days, or over Messenger or whatever it is. But for some people, this is a legitimate challenge for them. Either writing is something that they struggle with, and you don't have to be like perfect at spell check or anything like that, but it takes them a lot of time to get their words out in writing in the way that they want to. They type something, then they backspace it. They type something, they backspace it, and they get really in their head. And it's hard for them to get a communication going or to maintain it in writing. They would feel much more comfortable having somebody in front of them and just able to talk back and forth. That would put them a lot more at ease than trying to like find the right words and then get it out in a written format. So think about this for yourself. The other thing to think about with writing is that there's lots of miscommunication that can come about that way, which again, I'm sure we've all had that experience over texting at some point in time where the other person just didn't get what we were trying to say. So given that that's a necessity of online dating, how comfortable are you with tolerating that miscommunication that may come up? How comfortable do you feel getting a conversation going in a written way? Just really looking at that for yourself of what feels more comfortable for you. If you feel comfortable with that, that's fantastic. If you don't feel comfortable with that, online dating is going to be an area where you struggle in. And it may be worth looking at if that struggle is worth it to continue trying to date in that way. You may feel more comfortable with dating in real life if communicating in writing is difficult for you. Then the final thing that I'm going to talk about, which I would argue is maybe the most important of the three to look at, is looking at how sensitive you are and how much you take things personally when it comes to dating. Online dating requires you to have tough skin in a way. You're going to have many more failures than you are successes with it. It's just the reality. I said it a little bit ago. There's a lot of people to wade through, and you're going to have it happen that you may send someone a message and they may never message you back. Or people may message you, but it's not who you're hoping would message you, and you feel disappointed and let down. Online dating can be an emotional roller coaster because, like I said, you're hopefully investing a little bit in this every single day. Some days it's going to go really good. Some days it's going to go really bad. And you have to be able to sort of ride out those highs and lows without having it be devastating for you if things don't work out. So if you know for yourself that you can brush it off pretty easily if someone doesn't message you back, it's no big thing, you're able to keep it moving pretty well, online dating is going to be a good fit for you. But if you really look inside and you know for yourself, no, I get attached really quickly, and when I get something going with someone, I get my hopes high, and then I get let down really easily when it doesn't work out. Online dating is going to be really hard for you emotionally to tolerate, just like I said, the ups and downs of it. It changes all the time. So if that's a struggle for you, dating in real life may be better. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this when I actually get to the dating in real life video. But basically, there's this idea of quality over quantity. Online dating is a lot of quantity, real life is more quality. And it's not to say that you're going to meet quality people in real life and you're going to meet terrible people in the dating world. No, or online dating. You can find great people online and you can find terrible people in real life. But it's about how those relationships are. In the online dating realm, like I mentioned now a couple times, like you're wading through so much, like there's so many people out there to get through that to find a quality connection takes time. It's all kind of superficial at first, whereas in real life, you're going to be able to gauge more immediately, okay, is this a quality person? Is this not a quality person for me? Like, what's our connection really like? Online dating, you can't always feel that out right away, so you try and you try and you try, and then you again, you get your hopes up. There's also this expectation with online dating that you are both there because you want a relationship. So when you meet someone in online dating, you're automatically thinking like, ooh, could this person be a potential partner for me? When you're in real life, sometimes it takes a while to figure out like, okay, is this person going to be a romantic connection? Or you might have to know them for a while before you figure that out. So it's one of these things where if you know that you can get let down easily, you're going to want to wade into those waters a little more slowly. When there's this expectation of online dating where it's like, yep, we're both here because we want love, and we're both messaging each other because we're attracted to each other, and now we got to make this work. Then it can be a letdown when that doesn't work compared to in real life. when you can actually be around this person with maybe little to no expectations of what's going to happen, and then over time it builds up. So those are the things that I recommend you think about to help you determine, okay, is online dating a good fit for me, or would dating in real life be better? Is to really think about, how much time do I have to devote to this? How do I best communicate? And how easily do I get let down when things don't work out? You may not check all 3 boxes in each category, but just to recap, online dating might be a good fit for you if you have time to devote to it every single day, if you're comfortable getting communication started or maintaining them in writing, and if you have, fairly tough skin and you're able to deal with letdown pretty easily. Dating in real life might be better for you if you don't have as much time to devote to dating, and if you prefer communicating or getting to know people face to face, and also if you know that you can be pretty sensitive to being let down if things don't work out with someone like you were hoping they would. Dating in real life might be better for you. If you still have some questions, fear not. Like I said, I'm going to be making 2 more videos about this. The next one is going to be about how to make online dating work for you. So I'll be back next week with that video. I'll see you guys then.